80 years ago, the land ACMA occupies was a field of apple trees, adjacent to acres of horseradish. 80 years from now, our little art school, a magical place sprung from modest beginnings and grand ideas, will have celebrated its 100th anniversary.
It's a community that really, everyone supports each other, really cares about each other, and it's completely unlike anything I've seen anywhere else.
Arts and Communication Magnet Academy stands now on the threshold of an adventure. We look back on the grand history of our school in all its incarnations, revel in creative present that we helped create, and turn our eyes forward to the possibility of our artistic future. To appreciate that future, it's helpful to go back to the start, that open field. The story of C.E. Mason School begins long before the first bricks were fitted together in the late 1940s.
The land that ACMA stands upon used to be an apple orchard under the name Ruchek Farms. In the late 1940s, Joseph Ruchek Sr. sold 10 acres of the apple orchard to enable the C.E. Mason Elementary School to be built on a section of the land. The school we now know as ACMA has had many names over the years. The first name it was known by was as C.E. Mason Elementary, named after Curtis Eugene Mason, a well-respected member of the community. Born in 1880, the son of William and Isabella Mason,
Dr. Curtis Eugene Mason, a prominent physician of Beaverton, spent his boyhood in Missouri after the immigration of his parents to that state, receiving his education in the public schools there. The Masons were of English descent and were Indiana pioneers, and Dr. Mason's paternal grandfather served in the Civil War, participating in Sherman's March to the Sea.
But he started out as an educator, as a teacher, and this is one reason why he had an interest in education. But he had expressed to his principal that he had an interest in medicine, and so that principal encouraged him to go to medical school, and ultimately he graduated from Rush Medical School in Chicago.
He came to Oregon shortly after he got his degree in 1911 and entered on hospital work in Portland, practicing 4 years with Dr. Bodine. He moved to Beaverton in 1917. In 1912, Dr. Mason was united in marriage to Bertha Clement. Shortly after this, he started his own medical practice in Beaverton. For over 14 years, C.E. Mason was the only doctor in Beaverton, delivering over 2,000 babies throughout the course of his career. On June 3, 1920, he was voted director of the Beaverton School District in a landslide 102-9 vote, with a promise of ensuring that Beaverton schools were as good as those in the big city of Portland. He was board chairman by 1929. Dr. Mason's pursuit of quality education for local students, including his own kids, helped to define the school district he was helping to lead.
Obviously today walking around, I'm like, wow, this school is pretty much, it has the same vibe, and part of that might just be this like small elementary school type feeling to it. So I hope when they create the new building, it'll have elements of this as far as the like hominess feeling that this school, or this building rather, embodies